So hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So this is going to be the first ever video of book recommendations in 2025. So like you can read this book like whenever you're seeing this video, obviously, because book never gets old. This video will be divided into three parts, which is first beginners, third intermediate, and the last will be advanced. So I personally feel that I come into the category of the intermediate because from the past few months it's like my reading habit have been reduced to like in half what it was earlier 2 years ago or 1 year ago, because of the fact that I have joined the corporate life, obviously, because I do not get that much time, because I also need to handle and manage the YouTube as well. So, and my MBA is also going side by side, so obviously I do not have that much of time, but I still manage to take out some of the time, like let's say 10 minutes daily, not daily to be very honest, like 10 minutes on consecutive days or whenever I get time. And I'm very sure that these books would definitely help you in your reading journey, whether you're a beginner, whether you're an intermediate, or whether you're advanced. So let's begin. Just take my notes. I have kept the recommendations and I have made a list of some books. Just a second. So I'm very sure that these books will definitely gonna help you in some other way, and the main thing which is gonna improve is your mindset, definitely, because before reading, my personal view is that before reading my mindset was not so much broad, but after reading I have opened up so much, my mind have opened up so much, and I have started thinking big and also taking bigger actions. So let's get started without getting any delay. Okay, so starting with the first book, which is The Go-Getter, and I cannot stress upon that how much important it is to start with this book. And why I have kept this book in the beginner's guide is the main reason that, you know, when we have just started reading, so we not have that reading habit. So to develop that reading habit, I think this is one of the simple book and one of the book which will get you engaged while reading. So why I'm saying this, because in this book there is a fictional character. Okay, so it's been a few years that I have read this book, and I do not remember that is there a fictional character or the character is the author himself. So I'm not sure about that, but there is a character, you know, and this character is so much inspirational, where the author tells that this inspirational character, ye puri tarike se, like he was broken down, and how he get up in his life, how he motivate himself, and what changes he has done in his life, ki jo puri tarike se इंसान हार गया था वो उठ रहा है, and he has taken so much changes in his life, and how he get a total different life altogether, what all things he has done. And this book is more on the motivational side, this book is more on the self-help, but I would not say that it is like actionable book. So there are not practical actionable steps mentioned in the book, but definitely if you're a beginner, then you can go for this book, because this book talks about the like self-help, personality and subconscious mind and everything. So this book is good for the initial readers, because it will definitely build a habit of keeping you engaged, and you can definitely read this book till the end, because this is a very small book. So yes, you can definitely go for it. Now talking about the second book for beginners, which is The Magic of Thinking Big. Now why I have kept this book in the beginner's guide and on second number, so the main reason for this is, like, when we have not started reading and when we are in a process of reading, so at that point of time our mind is, like, as I told in the starting, in the intro part, that at that point of time our mind is not that much developed, it is not well developed, okay, and it is not well advanced. So our thinking is only limited to a beyond certain extent, and it is not unlimited, or it does not go beyond, right? It is very much limited to a certain limit. So this book is for you, and your mindset will get way far more better and greater time by time when you will read this book, and when you will, you know, gradually reading this book. So you will develop your mindset, and you will be so much thankful that you will know that I am deserving and you will gradually start in thinking that I am very much a deserving candidate. If I take for an example, you are a fresher and you're going for a job, and someone offers you salary of a very basic minimum salary, which you think that is far beyond your expectation. You think that I must have received something more than this, but this is like bare minimum, and you are disheartened and you are very much dismotivated. So this book tells you that you deserve much more. This book tells you that you are way more than what you really think you are. This book basically teaches you that how to value yourself. Okay, so the third book is just a second, laptop band ho gaya. Okay, so the fourth book is about like the name of the fourth book is The Four Agreements, and I really cannot stress upon this fact that this book is something which every being should read. This is one of the best books that I have read so far because of the content, and I would not break the surprise at what is actually there in the book, but I would just tell you the intro part and the basic part. Basically, this book is divided into four parts or four lessons, you would say. Okay, so where the author tells you that what 4 rules you should implement in a life so that your life will be changed to the next level extent. Okay, so basically in this book, when we are just a beginner, and when we have just come out from our school, when we have just come out from our college, and we are going to see the real world, how the real world really looks like. So this book will teach you how to go there in the real world, how to face people, how to not become people pleaser. Like when we have just gotten out from our house, we do not know how to say no. We do not know how to deal with people. We do not know how to talk with people, that they do not take advantage. They do not take wrong advantage of ourselves. This book is the one which tells you that how to be the one guy who is not a people pleaser, who does not get influenced by people. This book will tell you that how to say no to people. This book will tell you that how do you get to talk to other people, and how to do not let other people take your wrong advantage. So I think this is one of the best books that I have read so far, and I would suggest every beginner to start with this book, because this book is the best, like the best. Okay guys, so this was all for the beginner's book. I know that I have only given 3 book recommendations, but right now I am not like I have forgotten all the books that I have read, and I need to search more books that I can suggest the beginners. So I will definitely come with the second part. If you all guys have like this, share this part, and I have a lot of comments on this video, so I will definitely try to make a second video on this. And also I need to search more and more books that I can suggest beginners, so, and obviously to the intermediate and advanced. So in this video I have only taken 2 to 3 books for suggestions in every category. Okay, now moving forward with the second category, which is the intermediate. So the first book which I would like to suggest in this case is Do Not Believe Everything Which You Think. No, this is not the right name, just a second. Okay, so the correct name of this book is Don't Believe Everything You Think. Okay, so this book is about the overthinkers. Like if you are someone who thinks a lot, you are extreme overthinker, then you should definitely go for this book, because like this book is more on the emotional side, a very emotional book I would say, but it really teaches you, and it is more on the self-help types. Like there are no actionable steps mentioned, which I personally feel, but you should definitely go this one if you want to widen up your mind. आपका दिमाग एकदम ये book ना आपका दिमाग एकदम खोल के रख देगी, and I would really suggest this book for the overthinkers like me, who thinks a lot, even on the small things, even on the on the tiniest of the things. They started thinking a lot, like, you know, छोटा सा ये क्या हो गया, सो ये इससे ये हो जाएगा, इससे वो हो जाएगा ना, अब मैं क्या करूँ. So if you're an extreme overthinker, you should definitely go for this book. Now the second book in the category of intermediate is Mindset. So in this book, I would say that this is kind of a all-righter kind of book. Okay, so इस book में like there is not on a single topic, जिसमें एक single topic ले लिया और उसके बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा precisely बात करी गई है. But this book have all the topics included, like your relationships, your family, your money, your corporate life, your personal life, like each and everything is included in this book. The name of the book is Mindset. I do not remember if I said first, so I'm saying it again. Mindset. And this book, again, this book is like, it is not something like it is not only emotional side, not only on the self-help side, but it also provides practical solutions. It also provide actionable steps that you could take in your life, and you could definitely change your life into next level if you follow these steps. So so the third book in this category, for the category of intermediate, is Read People Like a Book. Now this book is more into like, obviously there are actionable steps in this book, and this book is into like, if you are someone who do not know how to talk to people, and how to basically if you are gathering, if you're in a gathering, if you are communicating with people, you are conversing out with people, so how do you actually understand the mindset of the other people of the other person in front of you, or how to actually console a person if he's crying, or how do you actually you know, put out your words in front of other people, and like, yes, like how do you actually understand the psychology of the other people. So in this book you will get definitely will get the actionable steps, you will get the practical solutions to it. And this book you should also read if you want to, you know, build up your communication skills, like how to do public speaking, not public speaking actually, like how to communicate with people. So yeah, so this book is for that. And now again the 3 recommendations are done. Now moving on to the advanced level. So the first book is The Power of Now. Now I'm very sure that from the name of the book you must be thinking that it would be a very beginner type of book, like the one which is The Power of the Subconscious Mind. But it is a book which has a lot of deep meanings. I will not say that it has a very, very hard English, but it is a book which forces you to think deep into the book. Definitely. So this book is something which would definitely open up your mind. It would force you to think more and more deeper. Now the book in this category, the last book in this category, is The Courage to Be Disliked. Now this is one of a kind. Like this is a book which is not like the other self-help books that you have seen in the markets, but it is something very, very different from the other books, because of the fact that, like, basically in this book there is 2 people, like one is a philosopher and the other is a person who is like a basic normal person who is asking questions to the philosopher, who is asking very, you would say he's asking very kind of dumb questions to the philosopher, and the philosopher is answering with all his knowledge and everything. So this book is something which I would not say much, but this book has a lot to tell you. If you are into self-help books but you are bored of reading all the self-help books, because all the self-help books have the same thing again and again, and it is kind of boring, and you need something different but in the same genre, I would say like this book is definitely for you, and you should definitely give it a read. Here I am done with all the recommendations. I know that I have not given much recommendations. I think it was only 3 and 2, that is 6, 7, 8. So 8 recommendations in this book, in this video. I do have more books to share, but I have forgotten like what was actually there in the book, so I need to reread that book again. And also one more thing, that I have given more of my books to my cousins, to my siblings and all, so I do not have the books right now with me. So when I get that book back, so I'll read the book again, or I just get to see that what was there in the book actually, so I can give you more book recommendations in the future videos. Okay guys, so this is all for today in this video. Let's meet up in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Radhe Radhe.